Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and thank you for stopping by. So today's pick a card reading will be all about the messages that you need to hear from your spirit guides. So what they would like to bring out to your attention, anything that you're already aware of or not. So I'll just keep it open. I was kind of indecisive about whether making pick a card about a love advice or like in a general sense, but I'll just see what would like to come through. So this is going to be group number 1, this is going to be group number 2, and this is going to be group number 3. So if you have already made your decision, you can just move down to the description box below for the timestamps. Otherwise, you can pause the video, take a couple of deep breaths, hold them at the top, and exhale. I usually close my eyes, and when I open them, I'm usually drawn to one of the piles. So do whatever way is suiting the best for you, and then I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile 1. If you have chosen this pile with this lapis lazuli, then this is going to be your reading. So before I start with your reading, I'd like to share with you what I was feeling during your meditation. And these are going to be general messages, so it might not resonate with everyone. So please only take the ones that are resonating with you and leave the rest. So I kind of feel like this is quite like a spiritual pile. You guys are quite into spirituality for a while already. I feel like there might be a tendency in your life to get misunderstood along the way. I feel like a kind of a lighthearted and funny energy from your side. You are quite like a funny people, would like to make other people smile and would like to be present in the moment and get the best out of each moment. And people like to spend time around you, but at the same time, you know how to balance and you know when to get serious. So it's not always like a clueless kind of like a funny energy that you're in. Also, I feel like currently you might be in depth of your emotions. Like it might be a stage for you to be evaluating and trying to understand your emotions. But as I said, they were general messages, so might not be resonating with all of you. But let me move on with your pile. So I got like 3 cards from, I guess this is Starseed Tarot. Yes, Starseed Tarot, about your current energy for me to better understand. And I will get your advices at the end of the reading. So, okay, we have the Seeker of Chalices. You can see. And we have Karma. And there's 5 of Chalices. Okay. Wow. So currently the reason, if you resonated with the fact that you might be in depth of your emotions, might be because of karma. You might be dealing with a karmic connection right now, which is causing for you to go deep within your emotions, and which is forcing you to actually see the depth of your emotions, because we only have chalices in here, which are the cups in the traditional tarot decks. The 5 of chalices, you can see, is the 5 of cups. So this is the energy where a girl in the card, a person represented in the card, is so devoted into their emotions, and they're just like being sad about the past things that are just happen and that are not going the way that they wanted, but they are not seeing the blessings that are like next to them. It's not even hidden from them. They're just so way dwell into their emotions, basically. So I'm in general seeing a sense of like there's a karmic connection that needs to be completed, and in a sense that's released. I don't know the meaning of is it the lotus flower? I just want to say lotus, but like if you know, you can just also check the meaning of the flower as well. But this is like it's like a 20, so a balance is needed, like that connection meant to come to your life at this moment, basically, for you to balance out things. You might be also having quite a lot of karmic connections in this lifetime for you to basically rise above the ground and like clear the things that your ancestors couldn't be able to. I like to quickly check the and here the seeker in the sense. Seeker is the page compared to the traditional tarot, actually. So this is the page of cups. I'm seeing that this situation, the karmic situation that come, is mostly about some romantic offer. Either it's made by you or made on someone, but I'm seeing that recently there has been some kind of like conflict of a kind that caused for you to go deeper. Yeah, there is like a disappointment as I'm seeing in here. Like it is this karma and everything is like causing for you to basically rise above. I'm mostly seeing this as a spiritual awakening of a sense, also realizing your own power and realizing the depth of your emotions. That might not be an easy journey to actually start with. I'm not saying that you just started it, no, but like you are being aware of the things that you were maybe not willing to see before with the Five of Cups. So I'm seeing this more like you are elevating your vibration, but you need to be willing to see that one cup over there. So it's like step by step. You should be able to see the things as they are. What I am feeling. Like the Page of Cups, the pages are like quite at the evolutionary state of the things. So they are very enthusiastic. They don't have the maturity yet. They are super enthusiastic to do many things all at once. However, they don't have the experiences yet, or they are not even quite sure which direction to move forward to. So this is kind of like the energy that I'm feeling, and so you start realizing new things about yourself. I'm just feeling, and I actually very much like how the court cards are explained in here. So they say, for example, for the seeker, as one awakens to the wonder of the spirit, recognizing that there is a greater purpose to life than what can be gleaned from the sensate physical world, and transformation begins. So the seeker reaches out, searching for more. There's a youthful and very feminine quality about the seeker, which is not necessarily about age or gender, but more about the joy discovering the beauty of the spiritual awakening. Yes, like there's a lot happening right now for you behind the scenes in your subconscious mind, which I'm also feeling that your dreams are quite active as well. Like they're also so much talking to you at this moment. But I like to see what are the messages from your spirit guides. What would they like to bring into your attention at this moment? What are the messages from your spirit guide? Okay. Wow. There's definitely about you needing to express yourself. There's Knight of Swords in reverse in the flip position. And there's a King of Swords in here. I feel like you might have made some hasty or rushy a decision. Something happened quite fast that I'm feeling it, but it wasn't from a place of thinking. It was more like act and then think later, but I'm not even quite sure that you thought about it later. So there's something that you sweep under the rug after you act on it. And now I feel like kind of like a judgment time, I would like to say, with the King of Swords. Now you have to own the responsibility of what has just happened. Guys, this is the Ace of Swords. We have a lot of swords. We only have swords. So you might be an air sign like a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I'm not necessarily seeing it. What I'm mostly feeling is that there is a lot about the words. So this Five of Chalice is that emotional, how can I say? I cannot find the word. This emotional imbalance or the turmoil, that has just recently happened. It's about a conversation. Something happened quite fast. The Ace of Swords are all about a truth, the clarity that needs to brought up to the surface. So, and I'm seeing also the contribution of ego in here with this crown, basically. There might have been a conversation that unfortunately happened and led by ego that I'm seeing it. But there's a need of seeing the bigger picture in here. And this, it's not the eagle, but this bird, so they usually fly high above and they have the bigger picture of the things. However, it's not flying in through. It's not flying in here. So I'm seeing that there is still a change of perspective around what just happened is needed. Yeah, like I'm seeing that someone is like masking their emotions, because in the flip side of this card, there's a thunderstorm. But what we're seeing is how he's standing on his ground. So someone is not revealing their emotions. Like there are no emotions here. Like in here, there are all source. Source are all about how we express ourselves, how we think intellectually, how we communicate with others and with ourselves. And there's not so much place to the emotions when it comes to the swords. And this is your dominant energy right now. However, your current energy is a lot of cups. So I'm really seeing that there's a lot of detachment from the emotions in the mind right now. So there's a balance definitely needed there. Wow. I'd like to quickly get a clarification for this Knight of Swords. I'm not sure how much is needed though, but yep, Four of Cups. So there's some disappointment happened for sure, because someone took a hasty action without thinking it through. And right now, usually in the Four of Cups, there's one cup behind the person in the depiction, which he or she cannot see, but is upside, but is in the upright position. However, in this deck, all the cups are like down. So there's no hope left in a sense. So it's like someone feels a bit numb towards a situation. Why that King of Swords in here? For group number 1, dear Spirit guys. Why that King of Swords in here? Wow, Six of Swords. I feel like someone just walked away quite fast, quite suddenly. And as I said before, there was a detachment from the emotions. I'm seeing that with the Six of Swords again, a change of perspective is needed from your spirit guides that are mentioned over here in a bigger sense. So they want you to see things as they are. Which I mean by that is they would like to see the situation, including your emotions as well. If you resonate with having a tendency to be mostly on the logical side, be more on the masculine energy, your guides would like to also would like you to bring out the emotions to the surface as well, because there might be a tendency for you to go into your own shell and not even express yourself the emotions, not even allow yourself to feel the emotions even when you're alone, that I'm feeling. And for some reason, I'm kind of drawn to the Cancer in here. So there might be Cancer in your chart as well. But I'd like to see why this Ace of Swords in here. For collective consciousness, group number 1, why the Ace of Swords is in here. Any clarification on that? I feel like in the Ace of Swords, even you can see that the card is from like higher perspective. So it's like from like a bird point of view. So again, a need of seeing things from a different perspective. I'm also seeing like a bit like honest talk is needed at the situation, and not allowing your ego to stir you away, or at the same time your emotions to stir you away. So like seeing things as they are. Two of Pentacles. Someone is feeling quite like juggling about how they open up a conversation. Like with this Two of Pentacles in here, there's like a ship away from the shore, and I feel like you might be having a tendency of things are passing you by, or you feel like you don't have so much of a control of the things right now just because you're not making a decision, or you cannot be able to clear your mind or gather your mind up around a thing. But I'm seeing that there is a need of a conversation, or either cutting off kind of like a relationship, or like any kind of karmic bond that you might be having currently that's causing you a bit like emotional turmoil. I don't want to say stress, for you to bring balance, because like there is this infinity symbol over here, which again reminds me of the karma in here. There's like a down-to-earth approach is needed around the situation. And I know that what I'm talking about can be so vague right now. However, if you're resonating with it, I'm feeling that this is clear enough. Like you know what I mean. But if you're watching it and saying that I don't know what she's talking about, then most probably this is not for your reading. This is not your reading. But let us see what other messages your spirit guides would like to tell you, group number 1. What other messages your spirit guides would like to tell you at this moment. Okay, we already got 2. What do you need to release? And adjustments are required, definitely. You guys are releasing a lot of emotions right now. You have to process your emotions, and you have to give yourself a time. So it might feel kind of quite stagnant right now, like something is not moving, just because a release needs to happen. And you don't need to rush through things, that I'm feeling it. But it is extremely important for you to, I keep saying it for the 3rd or the 4th time, but seeing things as they are and accepting them, so that you can actually be honest to yourself about what you actually need to release. It can be a relationship. It can be an old habit. It can be a mindset. But this is something that keeps you stuck that you need to release. And yeah, adjustments are required, basically. Something has been intuitively bothering you, that I feel, for a while. So you already feel it. So your guides do not want you to put it on the backside. Like they want you to acknowledge it, basically, with the Ace of Swords in here. The adjustments are required. Be honest to yourself, and you don't need to like actually juggle or feel like the control of your life is out of your hands. No, actually, it is. It's just like in a matter of you deciding to take the matter in your hands. I'm losing my voice, so that usually tells me that you might be having the blockages about expressing yourself. Which is ironic because we have quite a lot of swords, but I'm seeing that you guys might be holding yourselves back about expressing your throat. There's some blockage around your throat chakra. Prosperity lies ahead. It's a new moon in Taurus, so something stable is gonna be heading your way. Basically, when you make your decision and start acting on it, and Taurus is an earth sign, and the new moon in Taurus usually is a great time to take an action and make a plan and then take an action. So you might be, it's kind of like advice from your guides about making a long-term plan, like even like a 12 months of plan to see what you want to have in a year of your life, in a year and a half from your life. I mean, like, if you would like to have this business, then considering that, what can you let go of? What can you start including in your daily routine? Or if you would like to have a very a fulfilling relationship, then is there something that are preventing you to have it in your current circumstances so that you can let go? So basically anything that you could just basically anything you would like to see yourself within a year of a time and start taking an action towards it. So I'd like to see what other messages does your spirit guides would like to say to you at this time. Okay, what other messages does your guides want to tell you? We have two. Well, jump in and earth it. So earth it says that learning how to be human in the world but not of it. I feel with this Five of Chalices in here that there are a lot of things right now weighing you down. You might be feeling quite not belonging to the earth, or like a life around earth is kind of hard for you at this time. So you might always felt like you're looking out for a sense of belonging to somewhere, but your life is not kind of satisfying you in that sense. So you might have a tendency to like draw yourself back into your own little bubble. So I'm seeing that you really have to protect your energy more, cleanse your aura, cleanse your energy regularly. Maybe use like a black tourmaline. Is a very grounding stone at the same time. Also, it's helps you to feel more centered and like protects your energy against anything that are not meant to be in your energetic field or attached to your energetic field. Also realizing what is yours and what's not. I'm also sensing with this one that you're quite empathic souls, extremely sensitive and empathic souls. So it's important for you to differentiate what energies are you absorbing and what energies are actually belonging to your own. So you don't need to be close to someone to absorb their energy. Even the fact that you have been talking with that person, like that person is in your life, can still affect your energy if they're thinking about you, or if something is unresolved and you're thinking about them. This can still affect. So your guides want you to be discerning about understanding what is yours and what is not. And there's jump in, which says, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to the change. So you can be, you would like to search for this star system, the Andromedan, if you are resonating with the star seeds especially. And I'm seeing that there is a change coming. So your guides want you to say yes to it. There's going to be some... this change more also, I'm feeling like it's about the awakening that you're going through with the Seeker of, with the Page of Chalices, with the Page of Cups in here. So some changes are coming in your way. So your guides wants you to be courageous and say yes to anything that is coming in your way, and basically to have a trust. I would like to quickly see this Earthed card. I like sometimes... how they are explained in the book in here. I don't want to bore you with the reading part though, but maybe the important parts. So this says that those who lean towards transcendence, having a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical, they yearn for a personal experience with God and to be lost in the heavens. So those who tend toward immanence have attached themselves more to earth than their body. So they spend more time thinking about things in the physical world rather than connecting with the heavens or their own mystical inner world. So being a fully embodied soul, having a human experience, means finding the balance between transcendence and immanence. So being in the world but not of it. So most starseeds are drawn towards transcendence. They are more comfortable with the angels and the heavens. Life on earth can be more difficult for them if this is you. You are being reminded that you choose to be a soul in a body on earth. So, and you're being called to focus more of your energies in the physical world, to learn how to be human. A soul in a human body fully represents to what life on earth has offered to you. I'm seeing that if you have a tendency to go in your head, especially with a lot of swords in here, so your guys would like you to be balancing your spirituality and practicality, basically. You might be having a Pisces a lot in your chart as well. I wanted to say one more thing as well, but sorry. Okay. I guess it wasn't meant to be. But let's see your other message from your guys. Oh, yeah. The other thing I felt is that your guys would like you to be connecting with them more. In whatever way you feel comfortable, they just would like you to be connecting with you more. Wow, beauty. With the butterfly in here, it's like a transformation happening for you. It's important for you to be grounding yourself. And this is a 2 card as well with the karma with the 20 in here, 20 and 20. So 2 might be important number for you. It represents balance. I'm not so big into numerology, so you can check this one. It might be important in your life path, life path number as well, so you can check this. But I'm seeing that there's a lot of beautiful things. There's a lot of beauty happening around you. It's just about you basically releasing the things that are not meant for you. And I'm seeing that you might be if you like, seeing beautiful things around, like art. I don't know. Art or creating things, basically. I feel like your guys would like you to be channeling your energy more into your creativity as well. The things that lights up a spark within you. Also, like spending more time out in the nature can be helping to ground your energy as well. Okay. So there are 2 messages, 2 last advices. So this one is peace. So it's a 33, it adds up to 5. It represents a change. I'm seeing that a lot of forgiveness that means to happen from your side. And your guys would like you to be present in the moment more. Like basically feeling the beauty and peace at each moment of your time. If your mind has a potential to keep wandering around past and the future, your guys would like you to stay present in the moment more. And this is 30 and 23 is here. Okay, so the oracle message, if I can have it, yes. Oracle message says that it doesn't get any better than this. So a quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and soul satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful and enjoy it. It's like a beautiful message. Like it's just like a confirmation that everything is going as it should be, basically. So there's nothing to worry about. If you were worrying about things recently, it's just like a confirmation that they would like to bring in. And a perfect timing. It says that now is a perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. This is beautiful. It's just like so way going hand with this beauty card about your creativity. If you're feeling inspired to do something recently, your guys are just saying that go. Yeah, it's a go time. Like everything is as it should be. So just go and like follow your inspiration. But yeah, this is all I got for you, group number one. I hope that it was helpful and I hope that it was resonating. So if it did, I appreciate if you give a thumbs up or let me know down in the comments if it was resonating or not with you. But I hope to see you next time. Have an amazing week. Bye bye. Hello, group number two. If you have chosen this pile with this crystal, then I'm sorry that I don't know its name. It might be Jasper or not. So if you already know it, I'll just leave it up to you. But this is going to be your reading. So before I start your reading, I would like to share with you what I felt during your meditation. I felt like everything is happening as it should be at this moment. Like you are going with the flow. I feel an amazing tranquil energy, like a wise energy in a sense. Like it was so peaceful. Never felt this peaceful before, to be honest. I feel like a wave is just like lifted out from your shoulders. Um, there was like very much of a beautiful, light-hearted energy, like a beautiful, vibrant energy is just like emerging within you and like spreading it from you. But they are the general messages, so they do not mean to resonate with everyone. So please only take it as it resonates with you. And now I'll start with your reading. The first three cards are representing me, your current energy. And these cards are going to be your advices that I'll read at the end of your reading. So let's see. There is Ace of Orbs, which is Ace of Swords, which come in reverse. There is the Star. Okay. And the Shadow. Okay. So this is the Starseed Tarot deck. Wow. Okay. So there might have been a tower moment recently because like I was cleansing the energy of the decks from the previous readings, and I just left with the tarot at tower at the top, and when I just pulled the deck, basically the devil was at the bottom. So there is something you are releasing. You are becoming aware with your shadow side. I'm not sure if that's the devil card in the traditional tarot deck or not, but you can see the spider web around, and there are like two people in here, which like that person, like his back is towards us and she can only see his face, so we cannot see like his intentions. Basically it feels like he's hiding something behind. It's like you might find yourself out in a situation recently that's like you might have realized the patterns from your past, basically how you were reacting, how you were like interacting with the people. So it was like very much of like a dead end thing for you. Like you basically literally like face up with your shadows, and the effect is still continuing. And the reason why I mentioned about tower is that the star comes after tower. So this is like a beautiful awakening to your authentic self. Basically, you might be also realizing your ancestral lineage and connection. Like there might be something around Egypt as well. I am not knowledgeable about that, so if you would like, you can just search more out of it. And there are also people in the YouTube that they have a lot more knowledge about the like Egypt gods and goddesses, so you can also like search for pick a cards around that one as well. But I'm seeing that you are like, in order for your wish to come through, in order for your life to start unfolding, you had to release something. So that's your current energy. You are releasing something. You are like traveling through calming waters right now. With the Ace of Orbs, it came in reverse. It can indicate me to the fact that there are still struggles that you are not willing to see things as they are. It's like you might have experienced also recently some kind of like some spiritual experiences. if your guys would like to communicate with you, if you saw some orbs of light around. So that's also one thing I'm seeing. But one other thing is that you have quite a strong connection with the animal realms. And I'm seeing you're also here meant at this moment, meant to be at this lifetime, at this moment, because your vibration, your frequency is needed at this time. But in order for you to raise your vibration, you meant to basically complete one cycle of your life to start your mission and purpose. So there are messages that your guides would like to bring it to you. However, I'm seeing that you might not be quite receptive towards those messages with the Ace of Swords, Ace of Orbs in reverse. Actually, I would like to get one clarification for this Ace of Orbs. Why that's in reverse? Is it your guides trying to communicate with you that you might be ignoring the messages? Or is it about a truth that you recently discovered and kind of close a tower moment? So can I guess? Okay, this is Temperance in the reverse and 10 of Cups. Wow. So 10 of Cups in this deck for me is always like two people from two different backgrounds. They had hardships in their lives, but they had to overcome them separately. And then at the end, they found each other. And this is like a happy, beautiful union. But the Temperance isn't reversed in that sense. But the depiction of this card is with a lion and with an eagle. So it's actually the strength and seeing things from a willing to be able to see the things from a bigger perspective and accepting the things as they are, basically. So there might be some kind of like awakening, some realization that's happened. I'm focusing mostly on the third eye of this angel as well. So I'm seeing that there is an activation happening around you, some spiritual activation. Your guys would like to bring out messages to you, would like to connect with you to show what you need to balance around. There might have been some truth revealed to you by the divine recently around a specific love connection with this 10 of Cups and the Temperance in reverse. I don't know if there was a reconciliation happened, but it didn't go in a way that you wanted. But I mostly feel like so you were not expecting it. It just happened in a sudden. Someone from the past might have returned suddenly. Yeah, the Six of Swords and it's the flip position. It might represent that someone would like to came back home, basically. But okay. So take it as a message as it resonates. But I'd like to see what messages your guys would like to bring into your attention right now. What messages does group number 2 needs to hear from their spirit guides? That flew out, you see? It's a Page of Cups. Wow. Yeah, that's the love offer. That's like a beautiful romantic offer. I really feel like you wouldn't see it coming because it's usually indicated that in the Page of Cups, you can see that the fish is jumping out from a cup. It doesn't make sense. It's like funny. It's silly. Why would it? Why would it even just jump from a cup? Like why the fish is not in the sea? So it's that kind of an energy. And the pages are the more immature among all the court cards. So this is like very much of an energy that doesn't know what to happen next or doesn't know what to do. And even the offer that came to you wouldn't maybe look so stable to you at first. Like you were like, I knew what I wanted. I want stability. I don't know, a solid offer, etc. You might have checklists on your mind. And this offer came in. It kind of steered you, of course, in a happy and a beautiful way. And you're like, I don't know what's happening. Okay. Six of Cups. There might have been a childhood friend, like a crush, or else if it's not, this represents a beautiful soul connection, like a strong soul connection that might have been even someone that you met and they would like to come back into your life again. Wow. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You guys might have been ignoring your call. Your guys would like to talk with you more like so. Your inner child always with this deck with the Eight of Pentacles. Can you see the little child in here? He looks a bit upset because the old man, like adult, does not give him any attention. You guys might have been indulging yourself in your work and not see that anything is done, basically. You might be overworking and you might not be happy with your work as well. But this is just like what you know to do for a long while and you keep doing it, but you keep creating a negative energy around your auric field because what you're doing is not satisfying you. There might have been also some kind of like realizations about your passions, your workplace, some changes about your work as well that I'm feeling it. There might be some anger towards what happened recently about your stability. It might have been work, it might have been around your home or family. Something might have changed also in terms of pentacles. Yeah, the career, home, family, health. I'll get clarifications to them, by the way, but what else your guys would like to bring into your attention? Okay, way too many. Didn't know which one to take. What else your guys would like to bring it to your attention at this moment? Nine of Wands. Your guys doesn't want you to give up. Nine of Wands is an energy of perseverance. It's like a breakthrough energy, but you can see how wounded the guy is. Your guys are acknowledging all the obstacles and the hardships you've gone through, but they're also saying congratulations to you for everything you've gone through and you didn't give up. The reasons why you bear such kind of experiences while other people in their lives didn't need to go or don't need to go that much of experiences as you do is because you have a strength and power that you can overcome them. And you have a lot more things to offer to the world and show the world, basically. You have a big heart. You might also try to be there for people, without even waiting anything in return. It's a very selfless act that I'm seeing, but everything is taking off from you. For the first time, I'm drawn into the sun and the moon in his clothes. So you are emerging your feminine and masculine energy that I'm seeing. And while you're doing it, you're also bringing into new connections into your life. There might be also people coming back from the past because your vibration is elevating. But you might have also turned down an offer recently. It might be a job or it might be a relationship of a kind. It's because you might have been in a defensive mode. But I'd like to clarify Page of Cups. Why doesn't here? Is that the romantic offer that I felt recently came your way? Emperor. Yes, it's like something like someone came into your way. It might have been quite a passionate offer. You might have feel like it's quite sexual even, and you are like, where is the stability? I do not have time to deal with this unstable on and off potentially offers or situationships. So where is your stability? What can you offer me even? Wow, okay. It's a very much of a stepping into your own power energy. And your guys also would like you to be finding your own masculinity. So if you're resonating with being more in a feminine energy, your guys also would like to take charge and speak up your mind whenever it's needed. So I'm also drawn into this sun again in this card. So it is safe for you to say what you want to say. You don't need to hold yourself back just because you might hurt anyone's feelings. As long as you're doing it for the place of love, which means that putting yourself first is a self-love and expression of love, and setting your boundaries against anything you know that is not going to make you happy, or setting your boundaries by telling other people your expectations and what you allow and what you don't allow in your energetic field or in your life. So what you expect to see as a behavior from other people, and what you cannot tolerate, is a self-love. It's showing of a self-love, it's showing a boundary, and it's stepping up into your masculine energy as well. So that's a beautiful thing, how your guides are also guiding you to balance your feminine and masculine energy in this sense. So why the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is here? Oops. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a very fast moving energy. I mean, they are quite determined. They go until they get what they want. I'm seeing that if you have a tendency in the past to be in this Knight of Swords energy, like to go blindly until you get what you wanted, even the obstacles in your way kind of don't deter you. They kind of motivates you. Your guides would like you to take more logical actions towards your goals, like what makes you happy and what does not make you feel happy. I'm seeing you guys are quite driven by the logic. So you would like to indulge in intellectual conversations with people, which might have been your environment that you couldn't find. Maybe you felt not understood at your workplace. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, you feel unappreciated maybe. So you guys would like you to be happy and would like you to see things as they are, and let go of things if it's possible, in order to create yourself more time to indulge in fun activities, the things that's going to spark your inner child. You know, our inner child just wants to be heard and to be present in the moment and to be played, and it wants to be heard whenever, like, for example, if we feel tired, then our inner child is like, why don't you go and take a nap? Like, don't do it right now. Like, we can just do it after we wake up. Or if you always feel like you have to get things done and you don't have a time to like sit and relax, your inner child is like, why can't we go and have a walk right now? Like, it's going to make us happy. Or if you feel like the people around you keep like want to take your time and would like to ask for an advice or would like you to be available all the time, your inner child is like, no, let's do the things we want to do. If we don't want to meet with them, if we don't want to get reached by the phone, we don't need to be. So I hope it makes sense. And when I'm saying this, there is like a Three of Swords also at the bottom of the deck. So you might have recently also realized that with a specific person in your life, you have quite different interests when it comes to love. You have quite different expectations. So you might feel like you needed to let go of someone. And it might have been a quite quick thing because the Knight of Swords are fast-moving energies. And your guides are just acknowledging you that if you have a tendency to feel kind of resentful over the past, please do not do that, because your happiness is the most important thing. Like, the fact that you're setting boundaries is a thing that we love. And when I'm saying that the Tower moment, to clarify, Nine of Wands, something might have happened recently. I'm not sure which side is the upright. I believe this side. So I'm seeing that a third eye opening, like your guides really would like to connect with you. Like they are trying to give you insights. And it's something that you came into realization recently. Kind of shaking up your word. world. Also, with the dove in here, it reminds me of the forgiveness. So, if you feel resentful towards someone, especially with the look on his face, I'm feeling that your guides would like to forgive them. Whatever has just happened, your guides would like to forgive them. Because this is one thing how you can move forward. And let me see. What else? Group number 2 need to know their spirit guides. Like, what do you want to tell to group number 2? You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. You might have Cancer dominant in your chart, but I'm seeing also the Cancer, new moon in Cancer. There are quite new emotional beginnings are also starting for you at this moment. Your guides would like you to open up your heart and not be so defensive around anything or anyone that would like to come into your life. Your guides would like you to hold a space for them while also standing in your ground and expressing yourself and your needs. I'd like to read you the quick messages about the new moon in Cancer. It says, let someone get a bit closer to you. Yes, a new cycle is starting for you or your children. So it's time to review your goals, how they change. Meditation will help you banish your insecurities and spend time near water. It will bring you peace and answers. It's saying if your insecurity is holding you back, that's time. That is something for you to work on. Okay. Something is rising up with the connections, is also saying, with the people near you. It's the Cancer is a water sign. It's mostly about the emotions. It's mostly connected with your emotions. With the new moon, it's about the new beginnings. So new emotional beginnings are coming. And yeah, your guides do not want you to be so defensive towards it. What else your spirit guides would like you to know, group number 2? What else your spirit guides would like you to know? It's time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Virgo might be also one of the dominant signs in your chart as well. I'm seeing that if I'm also seeing this as being open and not being so defensive. This card usually can indicate that doing something like some charitable work or like helping people around you and opening up your heart is safe. Your guides would like to say that I'm feeling it more. So being in the service of people is something that raises your vibration. So this is going to help you to feel better also. And you're very close to achieving your goal if you need any kind of like a confirmation. So what else your guides would like to say to you? Group number 2. What else your guides would like to say to you? Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So if you are resonating with the starseeds, if you have heard of them before, so you might like to look up for the Venus, the Venusian energy. It's like a very feminine energy. Like that's why I was saying that it's an important thing that your guides would like to balance your masculinity with your feminine energy. So your guides would like to embrace your beauty and uniqueness and would like you to treat yourself as well. So Venus is a very sensual energy. It's a very feminine energy. It's so attractive as well. So yeah, they would like you to embrace yourself, basically. Make love to life. If it is possible, like you can give yourself some treats, I don't know, massages, female or male, whatever makes you feel good, like I don't know, the facial treatments, the haircuts, like going out for shopping, having a nice meal, like having a plant to your home. it's also very sensual, like a Venus energy is so sensual. So whatever we can see, we can touch, feel, that like whatever just basically serves our five senses are quite important too. So having a nice perfume, or like having a nice like a home scent around your home, anything can elevate your vibration basically. Yeah. And the cold. Soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. I'm really seeing that your guides are calling you at this time. Like they would like to get connected with you. So anything you would like to say to group number 2 there, spirit guides, please. Okay, we have 2. Balance and creation. Okay. I'm seeing your dreams might be quite active right now, and your guides are just saying that for some reason I'm feeling that you might be also experiencing some, I'm sorry, you cannot see. So you might be also experiencing some prophetic, is it like dreams that you see something which is quite like actually related with your real life, and then you might realize that it actually turned real, that it could happen. So your guys are also putting attention with this creation card, that your thoughts are so powerful right now, your manifestation powers. So keep your thoughts uplifting, that believe that whatever you want is actually coming to you, and everything is going to be even better than you imagine, so that you're going to keep attracting the beauties that you deserve in life with the creation card. But when you like dwell into the negative thoughts, unfortunately, that you also lower your vibration, and we cannot give you what you deserve at this moment. So we need to kind of see that you believe in yourself as well, so that when we brought out to these beauties into your life that you are manifesting, that you can fully enjoy them. With the balance card, it's again like, I'm feeling that you might be having quite a lot of downloads from your ancestors as well. And I would like to see this balance card for you, without boring you so much with the text. It says that it is useful to know where our imbalances lie and to make a decision about moving towards a more balanced version. Self-reflection helps identify this. When we are too something, working too long, thinking too fast, eating too much, we need to be honest with ourselves so we can identify this quite easily. Allowing ourselves a more considered and balanced view invites a true peacefulness into our lives, something that many people crave in this incredibly busy and chaotic world. Balance allows us to understand that overwhelm isn't a place we want to visit, let alone set up home in. This is like an invitation that your guides would like you to be more present in the moment and keep yourself indulging in the things that lights up a spark in yourself. So we have an advice message as an observer, and go for it from your guys as the last messages. So observer, it's as of the 13 and it's up to 4. So you might have gone through quite challenges in your life with the 4 in here, but something which is going to be a long term is started to emerge in your life that I'm feeling. It might be a mindset. I'm also seeing that this is like a mindset that you haven't been embodying it before. Like this calm energy that I was feeling from your side can be that. So the observer, the oracle message of the observer says that most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences. so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. But there are times when you need to distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. Time is a perfect moment for you to begin to do something exploring. So instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, the people, the culture, and the environment you're engaged with now. So you will be happy that you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek, and you will find indeed. Wow. So yeah, if you have been resonating with the tower moments and the changes in your life, I'm feeling that your guys are also saying that looking at the things from a different perspective, especially with the forgiveness that I was mentioning over here, like taking a step back before being a bit defensive and like put yourself in an observer mode that you don't need to take an action all the time. This is kind of for you to do some self-reflection. Sorry, as it was mentioned in this balance card. So your last angel message is go for it. It says that your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We have been working with you on this situation since Genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path as it will take you very far indeed. That is just beautiful. It's like a confirmation with this creation card. Whatever you have been manifesting is coming in your way. Keep your thoughts elevated. Wow. I like this reading for you, group number 2. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was resonating. I appreciate if you give a thumbs up if you like this reading, and if you leave a comment down below about if it was resonating with you or not. But thank you so much if you bear with me until the end or not. But I wish you an amazing rest of your week. Until see you next time. Bye. Hello, group number 3. If you've chosen this pile with the amethyst crystal, then this is going to be your reading. So, before I start with your reading, I would like to share with you what I felt during your meditation. So, they can be general messages, so only take the messages that resonates with you, please. Because it was quite specific, especially for you guys. I felt like you guys might be resonating with fairies a lot. And like you guys love to be in nature, and you are thriving when you're in the nature, like even like barefoot on the soil, so it like really recharges you. And you might be recently looking out for your origin, your roots, like where do you belong to, where are you coming from, like trying to understand things a bit more deeper level. I feel like you are quite selfless people with big hearts. You love to help other people, and you're like a kind and gentle people that I'm feeling it. So please take the messages if they resonate with you. So this is what I felt. But I'll start with your reading. So these cards, they are from the Starseed Oracle decks. They are going to be representing your current energy to me, and they're going to be for your advices that I will read at the end of your reading. But I got an extra card for you guys. So let's start with them. So we have guidance. Okay. 8 of Orbs, which is 8 of Swords. So the Master of Flames in reverse, which is a King of Wands. And the 6 of Chalices, which is 6 of Cups in reverse. So these cards came as together. Like there are tons of cards that would keep jumping in piles and piles. So I couldn't resist but taking 2 at the end. So I'm not sure which one the guidance is standing for. It might be Hierophant in a traditional tarot deck, but it's the 5 card and it represents change. So you are receiving some downloads and some guidance, and I'm seeing that if you are trying to do some trying to delve into your Akashic records, or like examine your roots or connect with your ancestors. I'm saying that you guys are receiving guidance and downloads recently, and you might be looking out for, yeah, as I said before, your roots and like where are you coming from actually. I like to see, yes, I like to see if there's any additional message in the booklet. So it says that guidance is about honoring the spiritual traditions that have served humanity throughout time in its quest to understand the spiritual meaning of life. For some, this is found in an external force, religion, ceremony, and the leadership that some individuals claims in their service to any given spiritual community. For others, all that is holy is found within. Through the sacred connections they glean directly from our own God lines. Okay, like it's saying that it's important to consider the following questions, like where do I find my spiritual guidance? What are my own convictions and beliefs about the creation, God, and spirit? How can I co create? Am I being called to help others in their spiritual path? Where do I find my faith? How do I perceive the religious laws and ceremony? I'm seeing that you might be stepping into your own spiritual purpose, your life purpose. And there's a lot of potential of being a spiritual leader of a kind in here, being a guidance to other people, like even like a counseling. There is very, very much of a wise energy coming from here that your guys are trying to opening you up to the sources available within you, really diving deep into your roots and Akashic records, even meditating around that. I mean, doing it mindfully. I haven't tried it, but at least you should be grounded enough that I know it. So, that might be quite important for you. You might be already, I'm seeing that you're already into spirituality, you know already, and there's a lot that you can offer right now that you start realizing it is gonna help to other people to raise a vibration, and it's in a healing sense, but it is going to help to heal other people, but I'm also seeing a very wise energy in here. With the Eight of Orbs, I'm seeing a lot of self-doubt. A lot of self-reflection is happening, especially with the moonlight is just reflecting on the surface of the water. So a lot of self-reflection around your fears, around your shadow self is happening recently for you with the Eight of Swords. So there's a lot of false self-conditioning that needs to be cleared out, that your guides are trying to help you right now. Take the messages as it resonates with the King of Wands in reverse and the Six of Chalices, Six of Cups in reverse. There might be childhood wounds around you, mostly caused by a distorted masculine energy, distorted masculine figure. That might be one thing that actually caused you to question your own self-worth and power. There might be some self-confidence issues when it comes to how strong and how powerful you are. You might be quite at times refusing to believe actually you are special, actually you have a purpose to do at this time on earth. That's why I'm feeling a very gentle energy from your side, but also self-questioning energy, like self-doubt, quite a lot of self-doubt. So your guides are actually calling you out to do at the same time some inner child healing, and that energy, if you're resonating with having a self-doubt, criticizing yourself all the time, and not being able to take an action towards what you actually would like to do, which represents that you might be having a lack of masculine energy within your energetic field. So in this lifetime, one of your biggest purposes and challenges is embodying your divine masculine energy within your energetic field that I'm seeing. And there might be a lot of karmic bonds that you need to clear out. Also, if your lineage has quite like I don't want to say detrimental, but like quite, let's say, distorted and ego-driven masculine figures from your lineage ancestors. I'm seeing that kind of carried out until you. You might you might operate mainly from masculine energy as well, regardless of the gender. But I'm seeing that something needs healing around that. If that makes sense to you, please only take the messages if they are resonating with you and leave the rest again. So I like to see what messages does your spirit guides would like to give to you for number 2. Oh my God, have you seen how they jumped? Queen of Wands and Two of Cups. So Two of Cups in this deck. This is a flip position, reverse position. This is the upright position. I'm seeing that your guides would like you to prioritize yourself, your self-worth and self-confidence, because you are the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is an extremely attractive energy. She stands in her own power. She's extremely connected with the nature. And when I was talking about the fairies, if you're resonating with it, can you see she is in the nature? I mean, at the reverse position, like her roots are connected with nature. Like you have extreme connection to the nature. Like you are one with the nature in a sense. So your guides would like you to, they are guiding you to find out your roots currently. You might be having quite a feminine guide around you recently who's dominant and she would like to connect with you. So I'm mostly seeing that this is also her energy as the Queen of Wands coming out as your spirit guide at this time. So she would like you to help you with your relationships more, but more of so she would like you to first help you to find this Ace of Cups at the background in here. Because at this deck, at the Ace of Cups, there is this figure, this fountain. And in the Two of Cups, now you see two people. So she would like you to first develop a self-loving energy, self-acceptance, and fill your own cup at first so that you can invite a beautiful union. But I'm not quite seeing this union with a separate person. They too remind me of they're actually one. They look so similar. They resemble a lot like each other. It's just like you are combining. You are like your divine feminine and masculine energy is coming into union that I'm feeling. So your guide is trying to help you to gain your own strength and confidence and power around how amazing you are, basically. I feel like you need to hear these things also. So what else your guys would like to tell you? Okay, too many. I'm not sure how much you are aware of your spiritual gifts also, or powers. Eight of Swords again? Come on. Can I get you? No. Eight of Swords and Eight of Swords. Your guides would like you to realize when you are actually trapping yourself. Like this is your own self-limits. Can you see in here at the reverse position actually how much have a power, how much power you have to see from a bigger picture, like a different point of view, just like the eagle. So what eagles see, or any birds that fly high above the clouds see, is completely different than ours. So that's the reason, for example, you can be a counselor, you can be a tarot reader, but when you want to read yours or when you want to actually give yourself an advice, it might be quite subjective because you're so much developed into your own emotions. One thing I'm realizing is that when I'm speaking, you guys might be actually quite having a benefit from getting a benefit from having a counseling. If it will help you to realize, it might help you to realize some patterns in your life that you keep doing it to yourself. Self-sabotage that I'm seeing, because you have the sword to cut all the ropes around you, but you prefer to see everything from this perspective. Can you see how beautiful the day is? How beautiful the sun is shining in here. But she chooses not to see it. I mean, I'd like to get a clarification for the Eight of Swords. Okay, something flipped, but can you please give it clarification for Eight of Swords? Nine of Pentacles. It is about realizing your own power and independence. I don't know if you have been always depending on other people. I don't quite see this energy. I mean, I'm seeing a fear of stepping up into your own power. Knight of Pentacles is an extremely independent energy. I feel that you are afraid of shining your own light authentically because you don't want to hurt other people. Because you think that if you do, people are gonna realize who you actually are, which is a beautiful thing, by the way. You know that it's beautiful as well, but you might feel like you might be alone then. Or it is a lot to, let's say, it is a lot to accept that change, let's say. You might feel that too many things might have changed all at once, so you don't want to cause this kind of like a big jump into your life. But I'm just seeing that, again, this is in nature. This girl is in nature. This is in nature. Your guy is in nature. Your guys want you to be more out in the nature. Maybe even look out for fairies. You might be finding out something that really resonates with you there. You might feel understood, at least when I was like reading through the things I resonate. I feel understood. It gives a sense of belonging, and yeah, like grounds yourself also. But yeah, there's just like accepting the fact that you're special. You are special and you are not meant for everyone, basically. So can I get a clarification for the Queen of Wands in here? Is this your guide that is trying to connect with you with number 3? Ace of Pentacles. There might be an opportunity represented to you, but you might have turn it down just because you were doubting yourself. Ace of Pentacles in a flip position can be a missed opportunity or something that is represented to you, but you're not quite ready to take it. It might have been quite different than what you're usually doing. Might be a bit out of your comfort zone, but your guides would like you to be embrace your own uniqueness and power, and do not doubt or hesitate, but kind of jump in and say yes to the change that is represented to you. And why that Two of Cups in reverse is in here? For group number 3. Wow. 4 and 5 of Cups in reverse. Oh gosh, there might have been a separation recently between you and another individual. So your guys would like you to basically end the mourning phase. I don't want to say it like this. End the mourning phase. I'm saying because of this representation in here, and would like you to move on with your life again. Like you can. It's a beautiful progression, basically. 4 of Cups in the upright position, you can see he's numb and you just feel like nothing but something sad happened, so he's still processing. 5 of Cups, he can now see the 2 of Cups behind, but reminiscing over the good old times. But you're over this energy, so your guides would like you to release that energy fully. And just like in this a ship in this card, they want you to sail through calmer waters, the waters that you actually deserve to be in. Yeah, there will be beautiful celebrative moments coming ahead for you with the Three of Cups. But let's see what else your guides would like you to know, group number 3. What else your spirit guides would like to tell to you. Nothing will come out of this situation. If there is a specific question on your mind, a specific situation, your guides are confirming that if you're feeling stuck and not happy, this is not going to change unless you change it. I mean, there's not going to be like waiting for divine intervention and things are going to start getting better. No. I mean, it's better to see the things in an objective point of view in here. That's why I was kind of also, can you see everything? That's why I was also mentioning about some kind of like a counseling might help you with this Eight of Swords in here, to help you to see the things from a different perspective, I mean. But yeah, so, and to seeing what you need to release. So what else your spirit guides wants you to know, group number 2? What else your spirit guides wants you to know at this time, group number? Did I say 2? 3. What else your guides would like to say to you, group number 3? Balance spirituality and practicality. Pisces might be dominant in your chart. It doesn't need to be. But I'm seeing that recently you are not super grounded. You're too much in your head. So your guides want you to meditate more basically and take a bit more down to earth steps for your own well-being. It might be being honest to yourself about even asking for help from other people if it's gonna help you. Like, I feel like you might be going back and forth, like your mind might be quite like to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. It's like a too much stretching. It's like the two fishes in the Pisces in here. So there is some emotional release needs to happen, and it might be quite emotional time for you. But your guides want you to be gentle to yourself and accept when you need actually rest and take a time out for yourself and do that. Do not feel guilty about how you're feeling. Do not feel guilty about the fact that you have fears that you cannot get yourself out from this situation. Accept the situation. We all have our problems, our own stages in our lives we all have different difficulties in our lives, different lessons to overcome. So embrace your lessons and be gentle to yourself while you are overcoming them, because you are overcoming them. The answers you need are coming, Full Moon and Gemini. So I'm seeing this duality with the Full Moon and Gemini as well, that your mind can be wandering from different options. So that's why I'm saying that the grounding yourself might be important. With the amethyst, it is a good crystal to also kind of relaxing yourself as well. If you have any kind of addictions, it also kind of helps in that sense. But this is also connecting with you with more of the higher chakras. I'm not so big of the crystals. I mean, I don't know so much about them. But so you might also would like to have some grounding crystals, the red colored ones as well, to help you to ground yourself, so go more out in the nature. But what else do you guys want to say? Perspective. So none of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Can you see actually how much resonating them? Like, your guys wants you to change your perspective about the situation that is happening or that just currently happened. Like, leave the situation. You have little bones left with this situation in here. The Two of Cups with the 5 and 4 of Cups in reverse. So your guys wants you to fully let go of a situation, basically. If it did not happen, there was a higher purpose to it. Like you don't need to be investing your energy into it anymore, that I'm feeling. What else? What messages do you have for group number 3 there, Spirit Guides? What other messages do you have for group number 3? What other messages do you have for group number 3? Okay, interesting that I'm not getting the cards. Growth. And this is a 5 card. It represents change. The change is coming in your way. I mean, again, it's not a coincidence that this lady is like, she's represented with the roots of the tree. I mean, you are one with the nature. And the time is here. The time to change is here, basically. You are growing. You are realizing your uniqueness, your own uniqueness, what you can contribute to this world. And your guys want you to accept your beautiful nature. Your guys do not want you to resist to the change. You might have a potential to. I'm seeing that you have a lot of strength within you. Either you realize or not. Like you can bear until the very like a peak extent conditions, but your guys do not want you to stretch yourself too much. Your guys would like you to realize your own power and strength and uniqueness. And maybe you can like also isolate yourself from any energies that you realize that is not making you any good. Like, for example, if you meet with friends and then afterwards you feel a bit drained. So this is kind of indication that their energy is actually not serving you at this moment. So you can just put a boundary there for a little while, a bit more discerning about what is good for you and what is not. So we have Yin, which is 2 in reverse, and time to go. So Yin is the divine feminine energy. In reverse is a protection message I would like to read to you. It usually represents an energy that you don't need to do anything, so it's time to sit, relax, and receive. But I would like to read it to you that it says, do you have trouble receiving? You stop the flow of abundance when you continually insist upon being the giver. You can't always lead, always give, always teach. You must be the student, the open vessel, and the one who receives the gift, gesture, or offer equal measure. So open up and let love, life, abundance, and spirit fill you without demand or expectation. Just receive the bounty that is yours. Wow, that's like a beautiful message. I mean, your spirit guides would like to give you a lot, but they would like you to, even the opportunity, they would like you to take the opportunity without like hesitating towards it. I love it. They would like you to just say yes and go with it. Time to go. So this says that the sun sets and rises each day. And it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life. And know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely start of new beginning. And we are with you through each phase and a cycle. That is just beautiful. I love it. So there are some endings meant to happen in your life. So your guys do not want you to resist to them. Let them go, which I mostly feel in here. Let them go. And beautiful new beginnings are ahead of you. Just say yes to the changes that they would like to bring into your life. And you will be thankful for that I feel. But that's all I got for you, group number 2. I have group number 3. I don't know why I keep saying 2. Maybe you wanted to watch 2 as well. But yeah, I hope it was helpful and resonating. I appreciate if you give a thumbs up if you like this video, or let me know down in the comments if it was resonating with you or not. But thank you so much for bearing with me or not until the end. Hope to see you next time. Until the next time, have a great week. Bye bye.